Yes, so I was overweight, and since 2016 I've lost a significant amount of kilos, and I'm gonna tell you how I did it, so stick around. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel so refreshed. I've just celebrated my birthday. I haven't made a video in over a week and a half, but you haven't realized that because I made sure that I had the video scheduled for you. So in today's video, as you can see from the title, I'll be talking about my weight loss. So this video is highly requested, and yeah, I thought now is the best time to talk about that. If you're not a part of the family yet, please hit that subscription button, follow me on IG, like this video. I'm going to introduce you to me back in the days. Okay, so where do I start? Back in 2014 when I came here, I weighed 107 kilos. That's like times 100 by 2.2 and you'll get the answer, over 200 pounds. And I was struggling to walk, really. I was walking like a penguin. I could feel the weight. I was obviously too big for my body. I don't know about someone else. Someone else could be 200 and they're just fine. 200 pounds and they're just fine. But I think for my height and I don't know, my body structure, I was struggling. So I was walking this way. So another part of me that was acting up was my reproductive system. And I had cysts. I had polycystic ovaries. I had irregular menstrual flows. And I went to the doctor and she said outright, she said, listen, you're overweight and that's the problem. And to get rid of this, you have to change your eating habits and you have to exercise. So I left the office, I left the doctor's office with two things on my mind. You know, I'm struggling to walk and it's because of the weight. And now I have this polycystic ovaries and it's because of the weight, so I need to do something. It was not easy to change my diet, but it was kind of easy. Why? Because I was in a new environment and I had to, by force, learn to eat different things, because the things that I got back home in Trinidad, at the time I was in Trinidad for school, so the things that I got to eat there, which I could get Jamaican things to eat as well, they weren't readily available here. So I had to change what I eat. A good example is when we went to restaurants or when we go to restaurants here, there's no rice. You don't get rice. So that was easy to tick off my list. And as you guys know, I'm not the biggest cook ever, so sometimes we do eat out. That was one thing I changed in the beginning, was my food. I really reduced on carbohydrates. And I can remember the first change though, the first change I had was reducing my sugar intake. That was a big change for me. I drank more water because the air in Europe is dry sometimes, especially when it's cold time. The air is dry, so you're forced to drink more. I changed the no sugar in my drink or limited amount of sugar. I also reduced carbohydrates. So one strategy that I used was to increase vegetable, increase meat, protein, and reduce carbohydrates. Now, our bodies are built up differently and process stuff differently. And while my body works best with vegetables and protein and less carbohydrates, it could be different for you. It could be that you will reduce with carbohydrate, less protein and vegetable. I don't know, but there is some, it depends on, I saw something on the internet. If I find that article, I'll put it in the description box. But there are some people who lose weight from taking less protein and more carbohydrates, and there are some people who take less carbohydrate, more protein, and they lose weight. For me, my body works best with less carbohydrates and more protein. So that's one thing I've noted during my journey from 2014 to today. My body likes protein, like all of us, but in terms of weight loss, if I reduce my carbohydrates, so that's rice intake, bread, you know, really powerful carbohydrates, whenever I reduce those, increase my protein or keep my protein at the same level, but for filling my tummy, I need to increase my protein. And vegetables, I realize that I lose weight then. When I don't, then you know what happens. Another thing that is helping me on my weight loss journey is being active. And I don't mean going to work and working and standing for hours. I mean planned, deliberate activities that keeps my body moving, that burns muscles. So at least, well, I have been slacking up of lately because of my whole setting up my YouTube and everything. But I'm not blaming YouTube, I'm not blaming you guys. I'm doing this because I love it, but I'm getting back into shape, don't worry. But one thing that has helped me is to keep active. And so 2 to 3 times per week, I go to the gym or I work out with my trainer. One time for sure in the week, we do this because we have a personal training session. And then she has a boot camp where I attend as well 2 times per week. At least 3 times I'm in the gym getting active. And outside of that, I try to ride my bike sometimes or a lot, especially during the summer times. So if I'm going over to Germany, remember I live at the border, so I live in Switzerland, but it's very close to Germany. So if I'm going over to Germany, sometimes I just ride. I mean, it's like a 15 minutes ride. My body gets warm, you know, I use some muscles that I don't normally use. And so, number 1 is changing my eating habits. And so I reduce sugar, a lot of sugar. I reduce carbohydrates, increase my protein, increase vegetables, and you know, just be mindful of what I'm eating, what I'm putting in my body. You know, like for snacking, I'll do some nuts here and there, but I also do carrots for snacking. I snack a lot on apples and just fruits in general. And number 2 is being active. So the third thing that has helped me or kind of made me look slender is, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm coming out really clean and pure. So in 2017, was it 2017? I can't remember straight. I did a breast reduction. So that has helped up here. Of course, I put a lot of work in my workout, so don't judge me here. I did a lot of work physically in the gym, but I also did a breast reduction because I just had too much chest and they were hanging down and they were stressful and hurting here. So that would explain a little bit why up here is smaller, a little bit smaller. But I'm not taking away from my hard work that I put in. I put in a lot of hard work. And I didn't do anything to down here. I didn't take away anything from here. I worked them off. So yeah, so I did a reduction and I did a little bit of liposuction on my sides, but then the doctor said I didn't have a lot of fat there, so there wasn't much to take away. I didn't even see anything. So yeah, those are like the 3 things I've done to lose my weight, and that's the honest truth. I changed my eating habits, eat less sugar, I eat less carbohydrates, and 2, I make sure I am active at least 3 times per week. When I have time, I'll do it a little bit more. And 3, I don't even know if I should call the third one 3 because it's only one time I did this, and it was in 2017. I did a breast reduction and a slight lipo. So yes, that's how I lost it. And if I can do it, you can do it too, guys. And right now I'm fighting to keep it off because at my lowest I was 73. Everybody was telling me you're too thin, eat, and my mom was saying you don't look good, put some weight back on. And to be honest, my cheeks were like bony. So now I am trying to balance it, not eating too much but not reducing too much, so I'm trying to balance it. So now I eat a bit more carbohydrates. I've seen where I've gained a bit more, so now I think I'm 74 point something, I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's it. Consistency as well. Consistency is important. Trust me, it's not a sprint, it's a long distance. And it's a race that never ends. It's not even a race, it's a lifestyle. It's a change of lifestyle. It's constantly, once you stop, you will gain weight again. That's the brutal truth. If you stop, you will gain weight again. And that's why I think of it as a lifestyle. I'm not racing, it's not a sprint, it's not a long distance, it's really something I have to do for the rest of my life. Another reason why I started this journey as well, my thighs were rubbing and it was annoying me. So with not being able to walk and walking side to side, my thighs were rubbing and it was so annoying. I didn't like it. And since I've lost the weight, it's not rubbing so much again. Now I protect myself with tights and stuff. But yeah, I can walk normally. And I will now show you some pictures of me now, or past and present. And yeah, this is me now today. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's short, it's not so long, but it's just an encouragement to encourage you if you want to start your journey, that it's possible. You know, you don't need to work any magic. All you need is patience and consistency. And trust me, don't look for the result next month or even in a few months. Just live and be happy, be content. But no, keep in mind that you need to be active and you need to change your eating habit. And trust me, you will see the result. So until next time, I'm gonna prepare for my other video. Bye guys, love you all. Mwah!